Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here, and welcome to a video where I have some tips for you guys to help you do better in Black Ops 4 multiplayer. I know there's a lot of videos going around right now of tips to do better in Blackout, tips to do better in multiplayer, blah blah, all this stuff, and a lot of them are really good, a lot of them are pretty obvious, but this is my personal list of stuff that I do in almost every game that I think you all could benefit from. If you did or did not already know this, let me know in the comments down below. First off, I want to start by saying FMJ has a lot more uses than you would think of just shooting through walls and doing more damage to score streaks. Its other very important use, it absolutely bitch slaps armored players. It slaps their head all the way around. They don't know what to do if you run FMJ and they're so confident in their armor on their chest and you blast them with FMJ, you're going to completely throttle their brain. They're like, what the hell just happened? Basically, FMJ, you could shoot somebody with FMJ from all the way across the map one time in the chest. You can single tap them in the chest and their armor will break. It will insta break with FMJ. FMJ is the god tier counter to armored, so keep that in mind. I would suggest having a class set down to like custom class number 6 or something, just a way where you don't always pay attention, but if you run into a team that's half or more comprised of armored users, I would whip out that class like the Rampart or the ICR with FMJ and just pop them in the chest and just completely make them do a 180 and make them, rethink their life choices of being a douchebag and running armored, because you will annihilate their armor. They cannot counter you because you are too busy countering them. Next thing I want to mention is a very quick way for you guys to earn XP. I know that the grind is real. The first 20 or so levels are super easy to get through. You're unlocking challenges left, right, all the introductory challenges, but as you get to the later end of a prestige, especially after you prestige, there's going to be a lot of challenges they're really grindy challenges, and you're going to have to rely on those challenges to actually level up fast, because the XP grind in multiplayer games based on kills and objectives is pretty well fixed, so you pretty much have to rely on getting challenges and supporting your team to the best of your ability. And the way you can do that, just as a nice casual way to earn XP without even thinking about it and helping your team, is to run UAV and counter UAV. They're fairly low score streaks. If you can run the equipment to make it cost less, like the hardline equipment piece, whatever it's called, I would suggest running that if you can afford to. If you can bear to part with your stim shot or your armor, I would suggest running the equipment perk and just call in UAVs and counter UAVs left and right. Obviously, this is a huge help to your team. It's going to make them do better. It's going to make you do better because you can see where they are and they can't see where you are. It's going to distract them if they're trying to shoot them down, allowing you to sneak up on them or get a few free headshots if they're trying to shoot down with a rocket launcher. And overall, it's just going to help you and your team a lot more, and just grind XP in the background without even thinking about it and doing challenges in the background. So I highly recommend running UAV and counter UAV as your basic score streaks. Maybe set the later one to like the Mantis or something. I really enjoy the Mantis. It does well for me, but that's just me. Next, maybe my most important tip I want to give you guys, and may seem kind of stupid, but whatever you have as your secondary right now, abandon it. Change it out for the rocket launcher. I know. What's this guy saying? Do the rocket launcher? What, I'm going to shoot down score streaks? Yes. Shoot down those score streaks, because like I just mentioned with the UAV and counter UAV, they could be a huge detriment to your team if the enemy is calling them in. If you're taking down UAVs and counter UAVs, it takes one rocket and you get 3 when you spawn in, bare minimum. If you use your rocket and take down those score streaks, you will be helping your team out exponentially. You will be phenomenal in helping out your team. It's crazy how useful it is. And not only that, you can sit there and demolish specialist equipment. If you have a razor wire or a barricade or the seeker drone or the dog or even the dude's riot shield, you can blast that stuff into oblivion with little to no effort. It's easy as it can be, guys, okay? Just carry the rocket launcher. You don't have to run any fast mags or fast lock or extra shells, anything like that. You can just stick with the base rocket launcher, and if you see a razor wire, bam, 1 rocket destroys it. If you see a barricade, 2 or 3 rockets will destroy it. If it doesn't destroy it, then it's like a 10% health left, and you can demolish that barricade very easily and remove enemy choke points. If you see a dog, that dog. You can sit there and demolish. You could decimate that dog's stupid furry butt with a rocket launcher, no problem. And you're not on the radar as long as you're not pumping consistent bullets into it. You're shooting 1 rocket, 1 rocket, 1 rocket, the dog's dead. You see a seeker drone shooting your teammate, screw trying to sit there and aim all delicately at it as it's chasing him down. Just blast it with a rocket launcher. You see the dude with the riot shield as his specialist ultimate. You can shoot him in the feet and kill him almost immediately, almost every time. I guarantee you guys, the rocket launcher is freaking amazing at controlling enemy specialists. I'm telling you right now, it's incredible. I run it on almost every single class of mine, and I can't stress enough just how useful it is right now in the current meta. And also, really, what are you going to have as a secondary? I know you might get rid of it for one additional custom slot, but really it's one slot. What are you going to put there instead? A shotgun? A pistol? Get out of here. That stuff sucks. The only good pistol is the Mozu, and it's only good when you unlock the headhunter or whatever it is, where you can shoot them once in the head and they die, and that thing becomes amazing. But the other pistol is half mediocre unless you load it with attachments, and all the shotguns are complete doo-doo butter with the range of like a toothpick. And then when you have like the combat knife after that, which you unlock at like level 55, run the rocket launcher if you're going to run anything at all. And I'm telling you, if you run that with engineer and just see where all the stuff is, you see some trip mines, you can see everything in the walls, and just run up, just stroll up there with the rocket launcher, say not today sir, and you just blow it to hell. And lastly, it's just a very small tip, which I shouldn't really have to tell you guys this, but I'm going to say it anyway just to pad some runtime in the video. Headshots are king. You go for headshot, you bypass somebody who has armor. You go for headshot, you just might save your life in a very intense gunfight. If you get just one headshot, that could be all you need. That extra 10 damage or whatever you're going to have at whatever range you're at may just be the key to your survival and your victory in your next score streak, and your team winning the game. Go for headshots at every opportunity. It's going to get you camo challenges. It's going to get the kill quicker. You're going to look like a badass while your headshots are popping up in the feed, and it's just going to be an overall good time for you, and it's going to make you feel like a great person. So I would recommend running high caliber if you can on most of your guns, and just try to at least squeak in a headshot here and there, because it will save you and it will make you into a better player if you focus on getting headshots. Anyways guys, that's really it. Hopefully you got some use out of this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more. Let me know some tips and tricks down in the comments below that you like to use, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. Later.